on the Spot. I'm Owen.
And I'm Dylan. And today we're watching Scream. Check out the trailer here.
Hello?
Hello?
Who is this?
You tell me your name, I'll tell you mine.
I don't think so.
What's that noise?
Popcorn.
You making popcorn?
Well, I'm getting ready to watch a video.
Really? What?
Oh, just some scary movie.
You like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
You never told me your name.
Why do you want to know my name?
I want to know who I'm looking at.
Someone is playing a deadly game.
It all began with a scream over 911.
Someone who's seen one too many scary movies. Now, he's taken his love of fear
Hello?
Hello, Sydney.
one step too far.
Do you like scary movies?
What's the point? They're all the same. Some stupid killer stalking some big-breasted girl who can't act, who's always running up the stairs when she should be going out the front door. It's insulting.
There are certain rules that one must abide by in order to successfully survive a scary movie. Number one, you can never have sex. Hey, this me. Never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, say, I'll be right back. Because you won't be back. Get another beer, you want one? Yeah, sure. I'll be right back.
He didn't make the rules.
Police are always on track if they watch prom night at same time.
He just kills by them. Don't answer the phone. Don't open the door. Don't try to hide.
Everybody's a suspect! Yeah.
You're not scared, are you?
Scream.
So that was Scream. What was your first impressions when you watched this movie? Did you go into it thinking that it would be like as funny or as much of a satire as it was?
I did not. And, I mean, I've seen this movie a couple times now, and for a while I kind of shied away from just horror as a genre and as a whole. And I'd heard a lot about Scream just from, I don't know, like as a kid, everyone's talking about Scream and everyone has that mask. I feel like there's one kid on the block who always goes and
Oh, for
Scream.
sure.
And so I kind of, I don't know, just was tentative to watch it. And then I watched it, and it was hilarious. Like, I just did not expect it to be this funny.
Yeah, it's not even like the film shies away from admitting what it's parodying. Like, it fully just has, like, in one of the scenes, Sydney is talking, like, about how horror movies are so dumb because the main character always goes up the stairs instead of going out the door. Then, like, 5 minutes later, the killer comes and she has to do the same thing.
She's got to run up the stairs.
So,
She's
I mean,
forced
like,
to.
as far as plot, this story is very, like, standard, I would say. You know what I mean? Like, you could kind of see where it's going. The one thing that got me was the actual who was the killers.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was going to be her dad the entire time.
Yeah.
And they were going to, like, go with that. But it was almost interesting how they made Randy and Stu the killers, and they were talking about how, like, there was no motive. Which,
Yeah.
like, if you think about it, for a lot of horror movies, there's really no, like, good motive.
No legitimate motive
Yeah.
to actually go on a killing spree. And yeah, they kind of tease, you know, the fact that Randy's just a creepy, sus guy the
Yeah.
entire movie. And I was almost, the first time I watched this, thinking, it'd be too easy for Randy to be the killer. You know, like his phone fell out of his pocket when he was sneaking up to Sydney's room. Like, they had teased it from the very beginning. And then, come to find out, it was him and Stu in cahoots the whole time. Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing, is even for such, like, a satirical, basic story, I think the actors, like, elevated it almost, because they were, like, convincing. As, you know, even as, like, when the Scream killer would come, and he'd kind of, like, trip or do some stupid shit, but the actors would, like, react to it like you really would, like, you'd be scared.
Oh, yeah.
So I thought that was really interesting. What did you think of, like, the effects? It was kind of like slasher-ish. There were some kind of gory effects in this.
Yeah, I thought a lot of the murders, though they were brutal, were kind of funny at the same time.
Like the garage door?
I can't lie. The girl in the garage door, Sydney's best friend, that was kind of funny. I mean, and just seeing her, like, body half dangling out. I mean, on paper, no, it's not funny, but just the way that, you know, when they showed the monster, like the psychopath with the mask on, you're not really sure who it is the whole time. You might have your suspicions, but through just, simple like head movements and little hand gestures, you're able to see like a little personality in this monster. But yeah, overall, just thought this was really campy, funny, not terribly gory. Yeah.
On the safer side of like not anything like Saw.
Yeah, no. I mean, if you're gonna watch any like horror movie with your family, aside from Little Shop of Horrors, of course,
there's gonna be
Scream,
some gore.
Yeah, Scream would be that movie. What kind of rating would you give it?
Honestly, I'd say this is like a 7.5 and 8, and definitely something that I'm gonna watch again come October next year.
Facts. Yeah, I'd probably honestly give it like a 9.5 because
Okay.
though it was cheesy at times, it kind of worked in the movie's favor. And yeah, the acting was on point, decent effects, and yeah, overall just a hilarious movie.
All right, you heard it here. Check Scream out. Back to you guys in the studio.
That's all for this week. If you want to follow more Review Crew content, go to the Review Crew Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, as well as Orange TV Network on Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram, and YouTube.
Find the Review Cubes podcast on Spotify or on our website at orangetvnetwork.syr.edu, where you can also find our blog and more OTN information.
See you next week. Happy Halloween.